Hit it. Good morning. Welcome back. Today we are going to do transitions for Reels. Before we get into that, I kind of want to kind of go over briefly about a few things. Like, I first kind of want to know, are you guys following other local accounts? And what I'll recommend is I try not to follow a lot of like real estate agents unless they're like maybe in different states, because then we could like, maybe if we get to know them, we like them, maybe we can offer a referral fee and stuff like that. So I have a few of those, but I'm very like strategic, because you don't want your like For You page to like just be all realtors. And you don't want that to be what you're attracting to your page. Because if you follow too many people like that, then like Instagram and stuff, they're gonna be like, oh, you want to see a bunch of realtors. Or like, oh, like we're gonna show you a bunch of other realtors. And it's like, you don't want that, because our whole goal is like, we want buyers and sellers to see our page. So gotta kind of keep that in mind. We don't want to mess up our algorithm, so just keep that in mind. Um, so yeah, so a lot of what I do is like, obviously, I follow like the government pages, like the local government pages. Like I'm on the Henry County, I'm on Covington, stuff like that. So if you're not already, I definitely recommend that. I also recommend not just being part of those pages, but also engaging in those pages, because you want people to see you pretty frequently. So they start to recognize you, like, oh, that's the agent in Covington. Like maybe at some point they're like, gosh, okay, I'm finally ready to sell my house. You know what? I saw that agent that's always in that Covington group, and I really like her. Maybe I'll just reach out to her, because they feel comfortable with us because they like our content or whatever. So just keep that in mind. I would just encourage all of us to engage. I thought it was really fun. So I don't know if you saw, I put in our little group on Instagram that I DM you guys ideas and stuff. Did you see the one I put about what was it? My brain's going blank right now. Um, I just put it in there. Oh, I was like, okay, let me bring it up right
If it was last night, I hadn't seen it yet.
now. Shame. I know Sierra came through.
Yes, you did.
See, she always comes through. Okay. All right. So I've got, if you're not in the group, it's called Content Ideas for All-Star Agents. It's through Instagram. I don't post in there a lot, to be honest, guys. I post when I see something really valuable for you. And I always post things that I personally use as well. So I did just post in there. Um, don't forget to visit pages, leave comments so other people like and comment. It's just like us going into the real world, and chatting with people. It's just another way to connect with like-minded people. And then I had said I found over 100 people that agreed with my comment. So it was like on the Fox Atlanta page. Uh, like I had seen the post within 5 minutes of them posting, which is also like kind of a hack, try to get in early, so you get more people looking at your comment. So it's fun. I mean, it can be fun. But anyway, I went on there and it was like they were talking about how like Diet Coke is horrible for you, and like there's studies done, blah, blah, blah. And so, I knew I would get engagement. And so my comment was, I'ma still drink it. And uh, when I put this in the group, I had 100 likes on that comment, and then people are commenting under it. Some people agreeing with me, laughing or whatever. Now I think last time I checked, it was like at over 400. Let me see what it's at now. Yeah, it's almost at 500 likes. And then I have people, But see, like, so these are, if you think about it, think about things this way, those are almost 500 like-minded people. Those are almost 500 people that are relating to me. So it's already warmed them up, you know? And so what I did, and what I recommend you doing as well, everybody that liked that comment, which obviously 500 is a lot to go through, but I went through what I could. Some of them, I don't know if they're bots, but they kind of look like bots. Um, but the ones that you can tell they're like actual people, or the people that commented and maybe laughed at my comment or whatever, I definitely was going to their page and I was like, okay, where do they live? Are they like Georgia, local, whatever? And if they were, and some of them even went to my page and looked at my story too. And this is on my lifestyle and relocations on my Instagram. And I was like, okay, I got them. I got them. So then I followed them. They followed me back, and see, we're getting engagement, we're getting like-minded people, people that already have decided that they like you. And so it's such a fun, easy way to like develop a relationship. So I just wanted to share that, we just, if you start thinking that way, it kind of gets really fun. So that's what I did. What else oh yeah, I was going to talk about that too. Okay, so um any questions about that part? I think we're frozen, but I'm going to move on. So
You
the
hear
other
me?
thing I wanted to talk about, the other thing I wanted to talk about is Google Business Views. I just got my stats. It's the first of the month. So I was really excited to get my numbers, and also it was really exciting to see the graph. So I'm not sure if you can see that, how it's tracking up. So this is when I started the page, and it's just like climbing. Um, so far I've got 123,000 views. I have 100,000 views on my photos. 7,000 of those views are new. It's crazy. And then I got a message too from the Google that said I'm part of the top 20% of restaurant reviewers, which is really funny to me. But I think that I've just kind of figured out what it wants, like it's just like social, any other social media page. Um, so yeah, I'm trying to put more pictures. I'm trying to be more strategic, trying to put more video, just everything I can do. Like I just went to the Goodwill in Fayetteville for the first time. And oh, it was so good. My neighbor was telling me about it. And so I was like, this is a prime opportunity. So what was I doing? I walked inside, I filmed walking inside, and then I filmed walking outside with a bag, and then like kind of scanned, because people also want to know like what kind of area a store is at, what it looks like or whatever. So I did that just so they have a very good idea before they ever decide to go there. That like, oh yeah, that's a good place to go. It's a good area, whatever. Um, I try to do the like maybe take a picture of the hours. I took a picture of the racks because this store particularly was very color coordinated. It was like the most organized Goodwill I've ever been to, and I said that in my review as well. I'm getting a lot better at being extremely descriptive in my reviews, because that's important too. And also, they reward you with a whole bunch more points. I think for that one, I got 90 points because they like give you points for uh how long and descriptive your review is, and then you get points for pictures, points for videos, and all of that. So yeah. Also, I noticed, and I don't think I screenshot this one, but I spotted it and I was like, yes, so remember we were talking, before, because I was getting views to my Google business page from the reviews I was leaving. People are going to the Google business page and checking you out, but I wasn't getting any clicks. People were looking, not clicking. And so that's about the time I was saying, let's add the down payment assistance link as well. We have the real estate services link. I think one other thing, and then the down payment assistance, I had just added it. And I was like, I'm really curious to see how that goes. And so I don't know if you've had a chance to check yours, but people have been clicking. I was so happy to see that. So I'm getting clicks now. So we're making progress. Have you noticed, did you get any of your statistics yet for the last month?
I just checked to see if I got the email, and I never got the email, so I may have to just manually go in and look.
Or maybe it'll be in your spam, or yeah, I mean you can go in there in your profile as well and check it.
I,
So
I
yeah.
haven't I checked my spam, I checked my trash just in case I accidentally, trashed it, and I just haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah, but it is nice, I guess. This piece of hair is driving me nuts. Okay. It is nice that like once you kind of learn how to play with the whole Google business and Google review thing, you can see where everything is and like you get really used to it. It's just like any other social media platform. And once you realize that and start really using it to your advantage, because like there's not a lot of people that understand it the way that I've taught you guys to understand it. And but I can tell when I go to a business, I can tell if they get it, because their reviews will be very descriptive as well. It looks like you're asleep right now, Sierra. Sorry, sorry. I'm putting Sierra, I'm putting Sierra to sleep. Your eyes were like closed at the perfect time. Anyway, anyway. Um, so that's that. I just wanted to kind of touch on that. I like to do that first part of the meetings to kind of just show you guys that, what I've taught before actually will produce results for you. I've also been getting DMs from people. I got a DM yesterday from somebody on Instagram that's watching my stuff and they had a question, which they're like not even in this country. But and I think there's somebody that knew me from TikTok, but they just had some like general questions about stuff and I was able to help them and answer them, and they were like, I was like, I hope that answers your question. They're like, no, that's fantastic. Like, they are thinking about moving out of the country, and the information I gave them was really helpful. So I was like, yeah, because you don't know, like, obviously he knows me, and who else does he know that is already in the US that maybe he will refer me, be like, hey, I know a really good agent. She's really good, that's just how it works. So I digress. So let's move on to transitions for real estate reels. Um, Now I was thinking about this for a while because I'm like, how am I going to teach this on a Zoom? Because I feel like I'm definitely more of like a hands-on type visual person. And I feel like it might be a little hard to, and tell me if you understand it as well. I'll do my best. But that's also why, like, I encourage anybody that wants to do our media outings. We do that once a month. What is the day that we are doing that? Because that way I'm there with you. I can literally walk you through it. I know we have a date scheduled. Let me look at my calendar. Our content day is June 23rd. It looks like 1 p.m. Is that right?
Sure.
Sierra will post it in the email that we get. Is that email still like going out, or do you have to make new ones? Did those transfer over? Do you know yet?
I haven't even looked yet. That was kind of my idea to do today
Yeah,
after my follow-up.
I'm not sure. I might have to do mine over too. It's like it saved my pictures. Like the media is still there in the media folder,
Yeah.
but I can't find my automated emails. I haven't been able to find that yet.
I know Monday night I was able to get into it. Sorry. I passed the GSP and I passed the cop all at the same time.
Fuck.
But I know I was able to log in Monday night, but since Monday night, I've been literally nonstop going, so I haven't even had time to sit down to even look at my own yet.
Yeah, it's all good. We'll figure it out. So we're talking
Yeah.
about self-made because we're switching over to self-made. So in the process of that. But anyway, back to transitions. I'll keep it really simple. And there's some kind of simple things that maybe I can show you with my phone and also maybe with like the Zoom camera here. Probably one of the easiest things to do is any kind of movement for transition. So, and I showed this to Sierra in person, but yeah, the easiest thing is probably opening up your camera. Go to video, and also let me recommend a setting that you turn off on your phone if it's not already off, because I did just switch new phones, so it's like, all of my settings are like not how I like them. And that HDR is on. It's like high dynamic range, and it looks so bad. And also, I know that high dynamic range is not good for posting because a lot of the promotional brands that I work for, they specifically ask us to turn that off because when you try to post a video with HDR, it just I don't know why it's like it messes up with the colors. It's just not, it doesn't make for a good video. So if you don't know how to turn that off, you would go to settings, go to camera, and then you should see it if you scroll a little bit. It would be, there's all kinds of settings here. There's macro, there is camera control. Single click, lock focus. There's all kinds of stuff, but just make sure you go into settings and your camera and shut the HDR off. I've already shut it off on my phone, but if you need help with it, just reach out to me and I'll help you with that. Okay. So I was trying to open my camera to show you something. I get sidetracked. Okay. So one of the easiest ones is, say you're filming a property or whatever. So you're maybe scanning the room and you want to make a transition now. So then go like this, just a quick swoop. And I will show you what that's going to look like. With that quick swoop. So then you get like a blur effect to your next clip. So then maybe, so we went that way. So maybe then I'm facing it towards me. And maybe what I'm doing is now we need to blur it into the second shot. So I'm gonna turn my camera back on. And I'm going to swoop it. And then it's gonna look like this. It's gonna look like it. It doesn't make sense, but we're gonna cut this together together so you can see what it's supposed to look like. That probably wasn't enough of a blur swoosh, but just for demonstration purposes, it'll work. So then we are going to open CapCut, go to new project. I'm gonna click the first clip that I did, second clip. I'm gonna add it. All right. So now I'm gonna go where I want it to start. So we started scanning the room right here. Click on your clip, split it. You got to click on the clip that you don't want to delete it. And then go ahead and play it. And all right, so now we want to go back and we want to stop it where it's still blurry. I don't know if you can see that, but the room is extremely blurry. You can't tell what's what there. That's where I want to do the split. Now, this might be too early, but let me see. Yeah, no, that was pretty good. Okay, so then I go to my second clip and I go where my little swoosh was, and I start the swoosh, right about there maybe. So I'm gonna split this one again, and then click on that clip that I don't want, that first portion there. I'm gonna delete it. Also, don't forget to delete that black, like the 5 seconds at the end. You don't want that. You don't want to post that. I see people do it. It's probably an accident, but please don't forget to also delete that black ending thing. So let me see how that works all together. If you can see that. Okay. All right, here we go. Hey, that looked pretty good. That looked pretty good, actually. I'm impressed with myself. So anyway, so that is a really easy transition. It doesn't have to be, there's no perfection with it. You're literally, you want it to be, you want to just make your movement so fast that it's going to blur everything. That way, when you do your second shot and you're blurring everything again, you can be in a totally different place. Maybe you start on, maybe your first shot is the front of the house. What you're also doing is when you do that, and maybe it's the front of a house, you in front of the house, that's also your hook. Now you've made a visual hook. So you've got people engaged, they're interested. You've made a visual hook, and then you add a transition. So you're like 2 for 2. It's great. You add that with some kind of trending sound or trend, and you'll get good views on your video. So obviously we want to, give value to people too. And, it can be something simple. This could even be the whole thing, just 2 shots. It could be the front of the house. And then the next one, maybe it transitions to like the kitchen. And it could just be maybe the focus of like POV, POV I saw one recently that I really liked that I want to do. It was POV work from home. And that might be a good one you could do, and just like scan the room, and just especially for houses that are empty, but they are staged. So they have like, furniture and stuff. That would be a good one to do. People love it. People love it. So yeah, that's a good way to do transition, hook, and to get engagement. Awesome. So that one was really easy and fun. I kind of want to keep that one. That was pretty good. Okay. So what are the popular transition types for real estate? So you could do a snap with a jump cut. So basically you would there we go. You maybe go, this is the camera, go snap your fingers. And when you snap your fingers, All right, I'll show you. I'll show you. Okay. It's so fun to do like transitions and stuff, and they're so easy. Okay, so I'm just turning the camera on again. And I'm going to put my hand in front of the camera and snap my fingers. And then I stopped the video. So that is my first clip. So now I'm gonna like change where I'm at. Maybe I'm just gonna turn around here and I'm gonna start the video. And then I'm gonna snap my fingers again about in the same spot. And you want to know how your hand, like how your hand was, you know what I mean? So you can match it up. And so I'm not sure if I'm gonna match that up, but you get the idea of what we're trying to do here. And what you can do with this is maybe again, it could be about a house and you're snapping your fingers, like there's no place like home. You snap your fingers and you end up you're in front of a house or something, you know. Okay, so again, now we have two clips. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back into CapCut and do a new project. I'm gonna grab the first clip and the second clip, and you're gonna add it at the bottom there. Okay, so now I have the two clips. I'm gonna go to the part. I'm gonna maybe go right here. Okay, just to wherever you want it to start. So then you click on it. You want to split it. Click on the part of the clip that you don't want, and then hit the little delete trash can. Okay, now we're gonna play it again. And then I want to find the spot where I'm just not where I've done it, like kind of see that little blur motion I did with the snap of the finger. That's where I want to split it. And then I'm going to delete that little back portion of it. All right, and then we're going to do our second clip. So then what we want to do is go right where, which I don't know if this is going to match, but you'll get the idea. So anyway, I'm going to find the point where I blurred that moment again where I'm snapping my fingers. Okay, I'm going to split it. Click on the part that you don't want. Use the delete little trash can. And then voila, you're somewhere else. Okay, so let's play that and see how that ended up looking. Obviously, guys, this is just for like demonstration purposes, so you get the idea of how to do it. It's probably not going to be perfect on here, but if it is, I'll be very impressed with myself. So anyway, all right, so here we go. I'm going to play it and see how that looks. Ooh, hey, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. I'm going to see that again. But yeah, you just want to remember where your hand is on the video so you match it up so you can see how that could work. So like maybe you're, like I said, you're outside of the house first and you're like, I'm dreaming of whatever, I don't know, something about a house, and you snap your fingers and you end up in this like inside the house and like Sierra. Anyway, so yeah, and again, guys, look at that. That little black bar at the end, please delete it. Don't forget. You want this to be clean. Another good tip, if you can make it work, is to do a loop. If you can loop your video, because then if you can loop a video where people can't tell, like, where was the start of the video again? Like, so maybe it's like this. This is transitional and it's also like hook. It's like all of that, and it's a loop. So this is great. So okay, so if I start the video and I'm like, shoot, I gotta think. Think what's my line? It is something that you can loop. So Give me something. Give me a sentence that maybe I can put into like a never-ending loop. That might be about houses or something. Help me, Sierra.
All the loops that I've seen
Mhm.
are like they start off saying you won't believe this, and then they end somewhere along the lines of and that's why you won't believe this.
Hmm.
So it ends and that's why, and it starts you won't believe this, and then they go into like the meat of it.
And yes, and that's why, okay. I just listed, okay, so I'm just making something up. It's not good. I'm just making it up just to show the loop. I just listed um Shaquille O'Neal, Shaquille O'Neal. I think he lives here. I just listed Shaquille O'Neal's house, and that's why I just listed Shaquille O'Neal's house. Like, hmm, that would be a really boring loop. So the idea I was thinking was like, I just listed Shaquille O'Neal's home, and that's why I just listed Shaquille. It's like something like that where you're looping it, but that's not a great example. Oh, I gotta think of something better than that. Uh, and that's why there are so many houses currently on the market. On the market that we will never run out. And that's why you get the idea. So it would be like you film the video and you're like, there's so many houses currently on the market that will, there are so many houses on the market currently that we will never run out. And that's why there's so many houses currently on the market. It's like loop, loop, loop. And so you get it. Like there's I'm sure more genius ways we can like loop. And there's a lot of people, like if you start noticing, um, message me. Um, if you start like paying attention to people's videos, you'll be like, ah, that's a loop, which obviously you've seen them. You've seen what I'm talking about. Um, so you'll get a good sense on how to like format it. Just for everybody that has not seen that or maybe not paid attention to it, pay attention to it. And next time you see a loop, notice how they're doing it, um, and maybe what they're saying. You can even take what they said and just make your own video of it. I do that all the time. I see somebody that does a really good real estate one. I've seen some really good loops and I save it, and you can make it your own, but like basically format it the way they did. And I mean, it's as simple as that. I don't have to put it in CapCut any special way, because when you put your video, when you upload it to Reels, uh, which does Reels keep playing? Or does it like stop? It says watch again. I can't remember. There's one, or is that Facebook? I feel like one of them doesn't keep playing, you know?
I think it's they keep playing unless you're like in videos. Like if you're in reels, that's one thing, but I think if you're in videos, that's whenever it says watch again. Because
Okay.
those can be either like YouTube format or they could be TikTok format. But I think reels is where it sometimes it'll auto scroll and then sometimes it'll just continuously play.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, if you do see a good loop and you decide you want to try to make a loop, um, it's really just as simple as you're making just one video, you're making just one clip. You don't have to do anything special to it. Just make your own clip and end it with, and that's why, or whatever, and that's the end of it. Literally, that's the end of your clip. Let me play it just so you can see. And you're like, there's so many houses currently on the market that will, there are so many houses on the market currently that we will never run out. And that's why there's so many houses currently on the market. So that, and that's why is going to be the end of your video. I kept saying it just to show you what the loop would be, but basically it's just going to start over. So you would end it with, and that's why, and then it's just going to play at the beginning again. And it's going to keep playing until whoever's watching it is like, oh, this is a loop, you know, but it's a really good trick to get people to watch for longer. So it'll help your watch time. So it's a really good one to kind of play around with. So yeah, what other, let's see, transitions I can do. Door reveal, walk in. Okay. Yeah, so if you're walking in, you can be opening a door. That could be a transition. I'm trying to think of things I could do here though. Another transition, and I've done this before sometimes when I've done like open houses. I will turn my video on like that, and maybe I go like this and put my hand in front of the camera. So basically I'm like, I'd be actually going like this. I was just trying to show you on the like Zoom. If that was my camera, I would go like this, and you see how it kind of blurs out the rest of the screen. So then that would be your first clip. And then your second clip, you would put your hand back there again and you'd swish it, and maybe you're in a different room. Boom, you did a transition. So it's really easy. I've also done ones if you have long hair like we do, and you can like swish it around. I've done one that are really fun to do at houses where the first clip I'm in front of the house, and it's really hard to show you right now in this chair, but basically, let me actually, I'll film it on here so you can see it. And I go, I don't even know if I still can do it. So anyway, it looks silly, guys. It looks silly, but it really works. Okay. And then maybe, so I did my swish and I was in like maybe on the outside of the house. Now I'm inside the house. Maybe I'm in the kitchen or something. I'm somewhere else. And you want to do the same swishing motion. So again, you're going to clip the parts that are like blurred because your hair like flew in front of it. And it's going to blend together. Like just trust the process kind of thing. You know what I mean? Okay, so I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to swish my hair, and and then we're just going to put those in CapCut, and I'll show you what that ends up looking like. Just you get pop-ups all the time. You don't just, it's just continue to app, close them out. You don't need to do any of that. So go to edit if you lose your page, new project. Okay, so I'm going to take the first clip that I did, the second clip that I did, and add. This is the last transition I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to kind of go through the Meta Creator Group questions, and also if there's anything that you're like, ooh, okay, I'd really like to know this or something, or you're curious about something, let me know, and I'll kind of see if it's in there. But all right, so like I said, this is like outside of the house, maybe. I would usually put like a trending song on here. There we go. I'm going to play it. There we go. So I want to hit the moment right where my hair is all blurred. I'm going to split it right there, delete that clip, and then now we're on the second clip. I want to see the moment that I again blur my hair in front of the camera. Split it right there, delete. delete that black bar and, oh wait. Okay, so I messed up here, so I'm gonna do the undo button, which is that like little hook arrow looking thing. That's undo. I'm gonna undo it again. Get rid of the black thing, but I got rid of the wrong clip. So I wanted to get rid of this one. Okay, so now we're gonna play both clips through and you'll see it transition. Swish my hair and look how smooth that was. I actually couldn't even tell that was two different clips. Swish my hair. Okay. Could you see that? That was smooth.
That was you're on top of your game today.
I didn't even know. Okay. I know, I'm impressing myself. All right, so I'm very happy with that. See if I'm missing anything on transitions. I do have a transition cheat sheet. I always have those available for everybody at the office. If anybody wants them emailed as well, I can do that. But it tells you some quick little ideas for transitions that you can do. So it's kind of like a handy little cheat sheet if you can't think of something. So, all right. So let me go to I had it open here. The Meta Creators community. Let's see what they're talking about in here, if there's anything good. Now there is a new update on Instagram, although I feel like I don't have the update yet, which usually I get updates pretty early. Sometimes when they do an update, they kind of roll it out slowly. So maybe that's because I thought I was like kind of excited about it. So this is an update for Instagram. It says Instagram now supports the 3/4 aspect ratio for photos, the native format for most phone cameras. Going forward, when you upload a 3/4 image, it'll now appear exactly as you shot it. Cool. Yeah, because before it would like either force you um, to crop it, like a lot of times where you didn't want to crop it, or like what I always do until I get this update, is I would have to like force it to, I'll show you this in case you guys don't have the update. Like say I have this picture and I try to upload it to Instagram and it like wants to cut it off and it like just isn't good. So what I would do is I would kind of squeeze it like that. And then I would screenshot that. And then I would upload that way. And then it would upload the whole picture. And you can't really see that, well, I'll just show you. I go like this. Oop. Oh, I don't want to cut me out. No. Oop. Okay. So I just do that. It's just so that you kind of have enough around it that when you upload it, and I'll show you, when you go to Instagram, if I was going to upload that, post. So see, now it fills up the whole thing because Instagram likes this size. Whereas before, let me get the original picture. So maybe it is updated. No, it's still cutting it off a little bit. It's still cutting it off. See, I don't like that. I don't like that. So yeah, just to get around that, if you do not have the update yet, just kind of pinch it like that. I mean, you don't have to do it that way. That's how I do it. It's probably the lazy way, but anyway, eventually, I guess they're gonna roll it out for everybody. It's supposed to work with single photo posts, just like I showed you, and also carousel post. It says you can still share the 1:1 square and the 4:5 aspect ratio photos. And it's supposed to give more flexibility for our post going forward. What else does it say? Yeah, but we'll see because I don't have that update yet. Um, let's see. I've got a couple more minutes. I'll look for some more. They have any other good conversations in here? Um, oh wait, do you have any questions that you're curious about, or?
No, I think I kind of absorbed everything pretty good.
Of course you did. You're freaking all-star. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think that's good. We're pretty close to time, so we can wrap it up now. And
Mm.
so yeah, well, thank you for being here.
Of
And
course.
I'll see you next time.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye.